Okay, quick side note. I went ahead and wrote the lyrics on this anchor chart paper just so that I could project it. So if I was in an actual classroom, of course, I'd put their worksheet on the projector and then highlight it as we go instead of doing it on this. Alrighty, so we have our worksheets. Does anybody recognize this song that we're doing? Yeah, it's one of my favorites too. I really love me some Katy Perry. Okay, so we are going to, did y'all know that song had all of this figurative language in there? I didn't either when the first time I heard it, and I was like, oh my goodness. I kept listening to it, I'm like, she does a lot of like similes and metaphors, all kinds of things. So we're going to go through that, and we are going to dissect the lyrics, and we're going to find all of those figurative languages that she uses when she wrote this song. Okay, also I would use popsicle sticks to draw students' names to help me go over each stanza, like in the lesson plan. But obviously, since I don't have those or the students' names, I can't do that. So I'm just gonna act like they're raising their hands and I'm checking or picking on them. Okay. Okay. So our first stanza, it says, "Do you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind, wanting to start again?" What is one figurative language that we see so far? Right here? Okay, do you ever feel like a plastic bag? Okay, so that's going to be one. I'm going to use my highlighter. You use your highlighter on your paper to do just what I do. So, do you ever feel like a plastic bag? Okay, so what is that? What's being used? A simile? Okay, so let's write simile. What's a simile? Okay, you in a plastic bag, so you could say that you equals a plastic bag. Good job. So it's comparing you to a plastic bag. Awesome. Okay, in the second line, what do we see? Right here? Okay, so the second one, we see that wind and wanting. Those both have W sounds. Okay, so wind and wanting. And what was that? What was that called? Alliteration, right. So let's write alliteration. Awesome job. So we've got a simile and alliteration. Okay, do we see any more? Okay, so we don't see any more in this first stanza, so let's move on to our second one. It says, "Do you ever feel so paper thin, like a house of cards, one blow from caving in?" Okay, what's one of the figurative languages that we see in this? Okay, so we're comparing you to, let's see, a house of cards. Okay, you to a house of cards. So let's see here. What would that be an example of? Simile, right. So let's see, simile. It says you equals a house of cards. Alrighty, so there's that one. Okay, what's another one that we see in here? Right here? Okay, we see thin and in. Okay, so let's take, what's with thin and in? They rhyme. So we didn't go over that one, but we know what rhyme is. So let's see, let's do thin and in. So let's do R. So thin and in rhyme. Okay? Okay, do we see any more in the second stanza? I think that we could say caving in. Are we actually going to cave in? No. So I would say that could be an exaggeration. So what would that be? Right here. An hyperbole. Awesome. So I'm just going to underline that and put hyperbole. So I'm going to put caving in. Good job. All right, let's move on to the third stanza. It says, "Do you ever feel already buried deep, 6 feet under scream, but no one seems to hear a thing?" Okay, what's one that we see? Okay, so we see the S's. Okay, so we've got, let me make sure I'm using the right thing. We've got 6 feet under scream, but no one seems. So we have a lot of S's. So what is that? Alliteration. Okay, so let's write alliteration. We've got 6, scream, and seems. Has an S at the end too, that carries it on. Okay, do we see anything else in the third stanza? I don't. We could probably say that this might be a hyperbole, because if you feel already buried deep, that's kind of exaggeration, so we could say that. So, hyperbole. We'll put already buried deep. Okay, I think that's it for the third one. Okay, let's move on to our fourth stanza. It says, do you know that there's still a chance for you, because there's a spark in you? You just gotta ignite the light and let it shine. Just own the night like the 4th of July. Okay, so what is something that we see right here? Right here? Okay, ignite and light. Those do rhyme. And that is called an internal rhyme, because they're both in the same line. So let's see here. So I'm just going to put rhyme. We're going to put ignite the light. Awesome job. Okay, what's another one? Okay. So light and night. So there's another one. I'm just going to circle this light and night. So we're just going to add it. Light and night. Awesome. Okay. What about another one? Back there? Okay. So you see a simile for you're comparing you to the what? 4th of July? Okay, that makes sense. Do you know that there's still a chance for you? Because there's a spark in you. And then just on the night like the 4th of July. So yeah, that's a simile. So let's write simile. And then we're comparing you to the 4th of July. So let's see, 4th of July. Okay, and we see the just right here. So let's see here. Roll up my feet. And we see like right there, and then you. Okay, awesome. Okay, I see one more hiding in the 4th stanza. Can anybody guess it? I'll just go ahead and tell you. It says that you just got to own the night like the 4th of July. It's saying that the 4th of July is owning something. The 4th of July can't own anything, can it? But a human can. So it's personifying the 4th of July. So what would that be? Personification. So let's write it. Personification. And then it's saying 4th of July owns the night. Awesome job. Okay? Moving on to our 6th stanza. We're now at our chorus. We are going to try not to sing it. So it says, 'cause baby, you're a firework. Come on, show 'em what you're worth. Make 'em go, oh, 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 as you shoot across the sky. Baby, you're a firework. Come on, let your colors burst. Make 'em go, oh, oh, oh. You're gonna leave 'em falling down. Okay, so what is the first thing that we see? That's awesome. We didn't go over that one. Repetition. Repetition, they use that a lot in here. So let's go ahead and highlight that. So we use repetition where it says, 'cause baby, you're a firework. That's a repetition because it says it right here. And then it says, make them go, oh, oh, oh. Make them go, oh, oh, oh. And then I think that's it. So repetition. Let's write it. Repetition, it says, 'cause baby, you're a firework. write what I'm writing and make them go oh, oh, oh. Okay, awesome. Okay, what's next? Right here. Okay, so we see alliteration where? Show them what you're worth. Okay, we could do that. So let's see, circle W, W. So let's see, alliteration. So we see what and worth. Alrighty, are there any more? Would you say that O is an onomatopoeia? It could be. So let's see here. Onomatopoeia. I might probably spelled that wrong, but it's okay. O, because that's a sound. Okay. Let's go ahead and highlight that. Okay. And then let's see here. What's another one? There. Okay. You could say hyperbole or hyperbole is as you shoot across the sky. So I'm just going to highlight that. So let's say hyperbole. As you shoot across, because you're not actually shooting across the sky, are you? So that's an exaggeration. Okay, are there any more? I don't see any more, do y'all? Okay, let's go ahead and move on to our next stanza. It says, you don't have to feel like a wasted space. Your original cannot be replaced. If you only knew what the future holds, after a hurricane comes a rainbow. So, does anybody see any figurative language right here? Okay, you see a simile. What's a simile? You with wasted space. Good job. Because it's comparing you to a wasted space. So let's write simile. And it says you equals wasted space. Be sure to be highlighting where we find them. Wasted space in you. Okay, what's next? Okay, right here. Personification. Where do you see a personification at? Awesome, I like that. Yes, what the future holds. Future can't hold anything actually, so let's write it. Personification. It's saying the future holds. Awesome job. Okay. Now I'm gonna give you this one. Okay. I see some irony. It says after a hurricane comes a rainbow. Are those two completely different things? Yeah. So I'm looking over here at our chart that we went over, and irony says an expression that means the opposite for a humorous effect. So the opposite of a hurricane is a rainbow. So that would be irony. So let's write it. So write irony, hurricane, / rainbow. Awesome job. And I think that is all for this one. So we're going to move on to our next page. Okay, so we're going to start with our new stanza. It says, maybe you're the reason why all the doors are closed so that you can open one that leads you to the perfect road. Like a lightning bolt, your heart will blow, and when it's time you'll know. You just got to ignite the light and let it shine. Just own the night like the 4th of July. Okay, so what are the figurative languages that we see in this? Okay, so you're saying personification because what? Okay, so it's saying the doors that lead you. Okay, because doors can't actually lead you somewhere, so that's good. So say doors that lead you. So personification. Door that leads door that leads you. I spelled leads. Yeah. Okay. So what's the next one? Right here. Okay, simile. What's the simile? Like a lightning bolt. Awesome. So let's write it. Okay, so like, this is like a lightning bolt. Okay, it says, okay, what's the next one? Another personification? Your heart will blow. Awesome. Okay, so let's write it. Your heart will blow. Okay. What is another one? Okay, you see a rhyming. Okay, you see rhyming in ignite and light. Okay. And then blow and know. Okay, so we see that know and blow and light and ignite rhyme. Okay, so we can put rhyme is blow and know, and then ignite and light. Awesome job. And then we already went over like the 4th of July and let it shine in that first one. So remember, like the 4th of July would be a simile, and then let it shine and just own the night. You can own the night. So it's kind of personification. Okay. So this next one is our last one. So this would go back to the chorus, obviously, because we know the song. So this last one, it says, boom, 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 even brighter than the moon, moon, moon. It's always been you, 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 and now it's time to let it through. Okay, so what is one thing that we see first? Right, okay, so we see boom, boom, boom is a onomatopoeia. Okay, so onomatopoeia. I'll probably spelled that wrong again, but it's going to be okay. So boom, 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 because that's a sound. Okay, what's next? Okay, moon, 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 and you, you, you. Okay, what are those? Repetition, right? Repetition. Okay, so moon, moon, moon. I spelled that wrong somehow. And then you, you, you. Okay, is there any more? One more? Okay, where at? Okay, so you see you and through, those rhyme. Okay, so let's put rhyme. Awesome, awesome. So did y'all know, I think that concludes it. Did y'all know that there were so many figurative languages being used in this song? It's crazy, isn't it? There's so many. We learned about so many different personifications, similes, metaphors, all of those. So that's kind of crazy how that's all in one song. And if y'all listen to another song that you love, you'll start to hear all those figurative languages being used. It's really cool because now that we've learned about them and have applied them in a song, it's really cool because they'll stand out to you more. Okay, so now we're going to put away our things, so you can go ahead and put your worksheets away into your folder and clear off your desk because you're not going to need anything for this next activity. So I'm going to give you 45 seconds to clear off your desk and get everything ready to go, okay? Alrighty, so I have a Kahoot on the board over there. We are going to play our Kahoot game, so we should have our materials out for that. What you're going to need to do is this is going to be over all the figurative languages that we went over on our charts, that are on our handout that we handed out at the beginning. So you can use that to help you, use it as a resource. That's just to help you quiz yourself and make sure that you know these different types of figurative languages. So we're going to play the Kahoot game first, and then we're going to do an activity after that. Alright, y'all did a great job on that Kahoot game. Y'all know what you're doing. I'm very proud of you. Y'all must have studied hard and paid attention throughout our lesson. So now we're going to do a worksheet on our own. What you're going to do is, it's just a worksheet. There's different examples. You're going to take, all the figurative languages are listed in the word bank. So you're just going to use the letter that corresponds with that into the right one that's asked in the question. So you're going to read the question, figure out if it's a simile, metaphor, personification, all of those. So make sure to read it carefully to figure it out. And then you're going to put the correct answer in the blank. If you need any help, just raise your hand and I will come assist you. I'll be monitoring and calling some people back. So y'all should just work quietly to yourselves. Once you're done, just put it into your tray. We're going to turn those in for a grade. And then once you're done, you can just read silently. No one should be talking. Everyone should be reading. There's lots of good books to be reading. So go ahead and read quietly once you're finished. And then that's it. So if any questions, just raise your hand and I'll be there to help you.